Welcome. All right, today, I hope you guys can hear me okay. We are going to take Max Duesberg. Can I have whole body, please? Thank you. We're going to take everything we've learned and use those fraction concepts to solve real world problems. So, we're going to do some problem solving today. And that's because that's really the whole point in learning how to compare fractions, what a fraction is so that you can use these in your life when you're not with Mrs. Aubin, you're not with your teachers, you're out in the world. You're going to think, how am I supposed to solve this? That Mrs. Aubin didn't teach me this. Or, thank goodness Mrs. Aubin taught me that in 3rd grade. I get it. I can solve this problem. So we're going to use our understanding of fraction concepts to do that. Before we do that, we're going to do a 3-act task. So get out your math spiral. We haven't done one of these in a while, but what I love about them is that they are all about problem solving and thinking. Okay? So if you remember, what we usually do when we do a 3-act task is we write down what we notice and what we are wondering. What do you notice? What are you wondering? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to play it one more time because it's pretty quick. What do you notice? What do you wonder? In your math spiral, we're writing. Sit up, Max. Come on. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Think about capitals and periods so that it's readable to your audience. Okay. So let's write down some of our noticings. Noah's not in this group. Sorry, I wanted to ask you, Max, what did you notice? Duesberg.
I noticed that he did cubes in one side and something else in the other.
What was on the other side? Okay, so I'm going to start with a capital letter. He put an orange in one side of the scale. And if you have nothing written, you can write this of the scale. And what did he put on the other side, Max? And 6 cubes in the other. All right, Max Duesberg noticed that. Yes, Haley Booker, what else?
I wonder how many cubes it'll take for the other side of it to go down.
I wonder how many cubes it will take for the other side to go up, you mean? Because it's already down, isn't it?
No, the side that has the cube.
Oh, for it to go down? I wonder how many cubes it will take for, because you said the other side. I wonder how many cubes it will take for, so I'll get rid of that, it to go down. Okay, that's what Haley Booker is wondering. Surnay,
Why is he measuring?
I wonder why he is measuring. Surnay wonder. Miss Reese, what are you wondering or thinking about?
I wonder, like, how heavy that orange was, and why was he doing this project?
Okay. I wonder how heavy the orange is and why he's doing this project. Well, it doesn't, why he is doing this project is not going to stand alone. Reese Cheney. All right. All right, Sunny Poe.
I wonder how many cubes can he put into the cup until it will be equal to the orange?
I wonder how many cubes he can put into the scale until it is what? It is equal to the orange. So if you have nothing written, here's some great thoughts you could borrow. Madison.
I wonder what does this have to do with the
Okay, well, look at some of these words. What do you see there? What word? Measuring, right? Are you thinking about numbers right now? Yeah. Have you ever had to measure the weight of something? Did you know that when you get on a scale and you think about that, that's actually math? Did you know that? Remember when we did all of those? Look over there. Do you remember the unit on weight and grams and kilograms? And so weight would be measuring. Okay, I wonder what this has to do with math. Hopefully that gave you an idea. All right. All right. We have other wonderings, but we're going to stop there for time. If I didn't get to you this time, hopefully I'll get to you another time next time. We'll do another one tomorrow probably. So here's what I want you to do. How many Unifix cubes will it take until the balance is level? I'm going with Sunny's question, her wondering. You are going to estimate, write it in your math spiral. Write an estimate you know is too high. Write an estimate you know is too low. So how many of those cubes do you think it's going to take to be equal? Gavin, what are you thinking? What's your estimate?
I think it's gonna be 10.
10 cubes will equal the weight of that. All right. Astria, what do you think?
13.
13. Haley, what are you thinking?
31.
Oh, interesting number. Leo, any ideas?
I think it's gonna be 70.
Whoa, interesting. We have quite a range, don't we? From 13 to 70. All right, if you're in person, share with your neighbor your estimate. Okay, I've got another estimate for you. I want you to remember our unit. Remember I was trying to get Madison to think back to our unit on measurement? And I want you to think about grams. I'm so glad I kept all these benchmarks. Do you remember the paperclip gram? Yes. This was our benchmark. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll stop sharing for a minute. You guys see this? A paperclip is about a gram, right? I want you to estimate the weight of the orange in grams. How many grams do you think an orange would weigh? And then I want you to estimate how many grams a Unifix cube might weigh. Go ahead and write that down. So for example, in your math spiral, you could draw the cube if you want. Like here's a cube equals blank grams. What is your estimate? Then here's your orange equals blank grams. Or you can write the word cube. You can write the word orange. How many grams do you think it's going to equal? So you got a lot of thinking to do. I'm going to put a little picture here to remind you. A paper clip equals about 1 gram. When you make your equal sign squiggly, that means about. All right, Ben, what are you thinking? 4 grams for a cube. How many? And a hush fell over this crowd. We're going to listen to Ben real quick.
I was thinking 10.
10? Okay, what about for an orange? Think of the difference between a cube and an orange. If you think about 10 for the cube, it's going to be less for the cube than the orange. It would have to be greater than 10.
5.
Okay. All right. Let's hear from Jensen. What are you thinking, bud?
How much an orange weighs?
In grams. Yeah, about. What do you think? What's your estimate?
Probably around 70.
Okay, what do you think about for a cube? It would be a lot less, right?
Yeah, I think about like 4 or 5.
Okay. Henry, what are you thinking? Henry, can you put the scissors down? And please unmute. Henry.
What?
We don't need scissors right now. I need you to sit right in front of your screen and pay attention, okay, honey?
Will you
I think 20.
together
For which one? The orange or the cube?
so for
What?
number 7?
For the orange or the cube?
What?
5 plus 2 equals 7. And then
The orange or the cube? 20 grams for the orange or the
You
cube?
muted yourself, bud.
For the orange, I think 21.
And the cube is 20? Think of the difference, Henry. Think of the difference between a cube and an orange. And don't leave. Stay in front of that computer, please. All right, kiddos. If you're in person, share with your neighbor what your estimate is, and then we're going to check it out. All right, here's Act 2. You guys ready? We get to see the weight Here's
Grams.
165 grams. Is there not a decimal there? And then, so write it down. The orange is 165 grams. Show me if your estimate was too high. Show me if your estimate was too low. Okay. Let's look at the cube. You ready for the cube?
Yes. I knew that it was 3.
3 grams for the cube. Write it down.
I knew it.
Only 3 grams for the cube. All right. So, if you know that 1 cube equals 3 grams and the orange equals 165 grams, now write your estimate. How many cubes do you think it'll take to balance that orange? I don't want you to share it yet. I want people to think. How many of those 3s would be in that 165? Think about it. What's the relationship? If 1 cube is 3 grams, how many of those do you need to equal 165? Yeah, because the orange is 165 grams. Draw a picture, write your thinking, make a new guess, a new estimate. Don't just guess a random number, think about it. What would make sense? If 1 cube is 3 grams and the orange, yeah, I see your thinking. And the orange is 165. Yeah, I like your thinking. All right, I'm curious if anybody changed theirs. Katie, what do you think? And it doesn't have to be right. This is just an estimate. Would you share what you're thinking?
I think 55.
Can you tell me why you think that? Because that's really a good estimate.
You divide 165 into 3, so that's what I got.
Okay. What are you thinking, Gabe? 63. Lucas? So I hear a lot of people saying you have to divide. I saw a lot of people doing division. The problem, what was the problem with that though? Elena, why was that kind of like, I know I want to divide, but.
Because it was hard to figure out how, like, what the numbers, like, you can't, it's hard to find out, like, 3 divided by 5.
Well, you did 165 divided by 3, right? Because the bigger number be first. But yeah, because have I taught you that? That's a 4th grade skill. but a lot of you are figuring it out just by using your number sense. All right, you ready for the big reveal? All right, well, here it is, whether you're ready or not. Shouldn't ask. Hey, guys, we want to watch. Look at the number at the top. Yes. 55. So watch. Just to prove that he is right. I love the excitement, but if we can look here. If I have 55 and I multiply it by 5, I know we haven't done that, but you could break this apart. You know 3 times 50 and 3 times 5. What's 3 times 50? No, it's 3 times 5. You just got to add the 0. 15 plus the 0. And what's 3 times 5? If I add those together, right? So was he right? Was it 55? No, it was. We just proved it. We proved it, right? I haven't taught you the long division, but if you looked at, what if you looked at 16 divided by 3 and you knew, well, I know 3 times 5 equals 15, right? So if I wanted to add that 0, 3 times 50 would equal 150. And then you could subtract that. And how many 3s are in 15? 5. So you could have done it that way and added the 50 and the 5 as well. Some of you got 55. Give yourselves a pat on the back. That was impressive. That was not easy. All right. So we should be warmed up. That was our learning target, is to problem solve. We totally just problem solved, not with fractions, but that's okay. I was going to have finished the end of our fraction book. Fraction action. This is the end. All right. So guys, we are gonna take the teacher's test today. Teacher's test. Miss Prime tapped her desk with a ruler. Here she is. Attention, everyone. Today we're having a test on fractions. Oh no. Oh. This test will be a little different because you will give me the problems to solve. So I'll wait, guys. It seems we have some side conversations. Guys, I'm gonna wait, Finn, till we're ready. So at the back table, boys, if we could have quiet, thank you. Isabella? Okay. This test will be a little different because you will give me the problems to solve. We will. If I say the right answer, I get 1 point. If I say the wrong answer and you catch me, the class gets a point. Who wants to start? Okay, Miss Prime. Draw a circle and divide it into fourths. There. Is that right? It has 1, 2, 3, 4 equal 4 parts. But they're not. That's wrong because the parts of a fraction have to be equal. 1 point for us. Which greater, 1/4 or 1/3? She says 1/3 is greater than 1/4. Yes? She's right. Give her a point. Which fraction of a candy bar would be smallest? Abby? Which fraction of a candy bar would be smallest? 2/4 or 1/2?
Equal.
1/2? That's wrong because 2/4 and 1/2 are
Equal.
equal.
She was.
What fraction of the set of girl students am I? Well, there are 3 girls, so you are 1/3. Is that true?
Yeah.
Right, Miss Prime. What fraction of the circle is colored blue? She says 2/5. Give me a thumbs up if you think she's right. Right again. Because look, 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What fraction of the shape is purple? Haley, I asked you to sit there. Sit there, please. 1/5? Uh-oh, is she right?
No.
What should it be, Lucas? 1/6. There are 6 cards, so 1/6 is purple. You were wrong, Miss Prime. That's the bell. The test is over. We got half the points and you got half. It's what fraction of Miss Prime's students is Ginger? Look at all her students. What fraction of Miss Prime's students is Ginger? Write it down in your math spiral. I think this is Ginger. Ginger. What fraction of her students is Ginger? Don't forget this student down here. There's one down here, a little chicken student. Okay. Serne, what'd you get? Serne says 1/5. Do you agree? Ginger is 1/5 of the set of Miss Prime students. We'll give some fireworks to Serne. Good job. And for anyone else who got that. All right, so we're gonna skip through that. We've done that. Here we go, guys. We're gonna get to our problem solving. I wanted to warm up those brains. Let's open up our workbook to page 367. You might want to get your number line tool to help you. I'm gonna pass those out. It looks like this, so if you are remote, make sure you have your tool.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. That's impossible.
All right, go ahead and to yourself. Be thinking about the important information and how you think you're going to solve that. It doesn't really matter, just passing out random ones. All right, that's fine. Just set it there. I don't have time right now. Okay, we are ready. Looking at page 367, we're going to read the important information. You can use your math spiral to draw a picture. Or, Marin, come here, hon, I can help you. Or you can use the number lines to help you. The shelves in Roger's bookcase are 7/8 yards long. Latanya's bookcase has shelves that are 5/8 yard long. Whose bookcase has longer shelves? Here we go. We have 7/8 and we have 5/8. Look at your number line. It doesn't matter, Bert. Look at 7/8. Look at 5/8. I want you to draw a picture or use your number line to compare those fractions. Haley Booker, right now. This is what we're doing, page 367. If we want to know if Roger's bookcases are 7/8 yard long and Latanya's are 5/8 yard long, which one has longer shelves? We have to compare them. Well, I can do a couple things. I need to use a tool. If I'm not sure, you can look at the number line. Look, I can look at the number line and compare. If I look at 8, 7/8 is all the way to the right. 5/8 is here. Evie, which one would be greater, 5/8 or 7/8? Why? She's right. It's further to the right on the number line. Let's look at the fraction circle. If I had 5/8, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I had 7, I would have more of the cookie, wouldn't I? So even looking at fraction circles, I could see 7/8 would be greater. So whose is longer, August? Whose shelves are longer? Roger's or Latanya's? You gotta read, look at your text. What does it say? Who has 7/8? Roger, right? So Roger has a longer bookshelf. Yes? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and look at number 2. Okay, number 2, Rosa buys 3/4 a pound of cheddar cheese. Lucy buys 3/8. We're going to persevere. 7/8 is greater than 5/8. We said that was for Roger, right, Roger? Now we're looking at cheddar cheese, my favorite. 3/4 pound of cheddar cheese is what Rosa buys. Lucy buys 3/8 of goat cheese. Who buys more cheese? You have to compare 3/4 to 3/8. Elena, let's do it. Get your number line, find 3/4, find 3/8. Elena's going to tell us which one is greater. See if you can beat her. Find it on your number line. On your marks, get set, go. Look.
Done.
Well, you were not here when I passed them out. All right, what is it, Elena? Which one's greater? denominator, the larger the fraction, right? Because you're sharing with fewer people. You're sharing with fewer people. So who had 3/4, Elena? Rosa. Rosa is our person. All right, number 3. Martha baked 8/4 dozen cranberry muffins. Vera baked 8/6 dozen banana muffins. Who baked, this time they're tricking us. Who baked fewer? All right, Sawyer, you up for it? Let's see if we can beat Sawyer. We're looking at comparing 8/4 compared to 8/6. You know what I just told you, if the numerator is the same, denominator is smaller, the fraction is greater. Ready, go. Find it on your number line, 8/4 or 8/6, which would be greater or less. We want to know which one's less this time. You might have to use your imagination, but look at 4, look at 6. Which one's going to be less? What do you think, Mr. Sawyer? Is less or greater? 8/4 is greater, true. How many of you agreed with him that 8/4 is greater? Elena does. Good job, Marin. Ellie does. Haley next. How did you know, Sawyer? Because we've been learning it. We know that before that you're going to share with fewer people, so your pieces are greater. But let's go back to the text. It said, who baked fewer? Who baked fewer? Is it Martha or Vera, Cooper? If we're saying 8/6 is less than 8/4, because 8/4 is greater than 8/6, who baked fewer? Martha or Vera? Vera. So make sure you get the name right on that one. All right, Lester walks 3/4 mile to school. Bert said that he walks farther because he walks 6/8 of a mile to school. Is his statement correct? Explain your answer. So we have to compare 3/4 to 6/8. Find it on your number line. Elena's already got it. Who should we try to beat this time? Who can we beat? Who's got this figured out? Oh, Lennox. All right, Lennox, look on your number line. Oh, he's saying they're equal. Well, let's look. I'm going to go to my number line. Use a pen or ruler. Here's 3/4. And we're comparing it to what fraction? 6/8, right? Look, he's right. Here's 3/4. And here's 6/8. They're the same, or we use that word equivalent. So now, how do we answer that question, Lennox? Is his statement correct? No. No. Because they're the same distance, right? They are the same distance. All right, we're going to do one or two more, and then you guys are going to work on these on your own, well, with a partner or a triad. Let's make sure we got this figured out. Jack's family has a pickup truck that weighs 9/4 of a ton. This family has a car that weighs 9/8 of a ton. Which one is heavier? Is the pickup truck or the car heavier, and how do you know? So we're looking at 9/4. And we're comparing it to 9/8. Our numerator is the same. The denominator is different. That's just like this one and this one. When the numerator is the same and the denominator is different, the smaller the denominator, the larger the amount. Max Duisberg, what are you thinking? Gavin, do you want to share your thinking? Sounds like you're excited. What do you think? Which one's greater, 9/4 and 9/8? See if you can beat Max. He took over.
Yeah, he's in
9/4.
Let's see what Max says. Max, what do you think? Looks like Gavin and Max agree. Let's see if they're right. If I'm looking at my number line, guess what? I can't go past 4/4. That makes it hard, doesn't it? But I can look at the size of my fourths. And then if I'm looking at eighths, look how small eighths are. Eighths are smaller than fourths. I can use my fraction circles and notice that fourths are larger than eighths. So obviously the fourth is going to be what? Greater. 9/4 is greater. So which one is heavier, Haley Booker? Is it the truck or the car?
The truck.
Truck. Because 9/4 is greater than 9/8. All right, one more, and then you guys have to try these on your own or with a friend. Rusty painted 5/6 of a mural for the school hallway. Has he painted more than half of the mural? Explain your answer. So let's think. 5/6 is what they've done. We need to know if that's a half. Is that half? How could I, can you be careful of her feet? Can you pull your feet in? You don't need to move the desk. Leave the desk so you don't hurt anything. Thank you. Is 5/6 equal to 1/2? Yes or no? What? Stand up if you think yes. Stand up if you think 5/6 is equal to 1/2. Stand up if you think it is not equivalent or equal. All right, let's look. How many 6? Oh, here's 5/6. Here's 1/2. Look what happens to my pen. Is it equal? Is it lined up? No. What? How many 6 are equal to 1/2? Max Duisberg, I feel I owe you a chance. How many 6 is equal to 1/2? 3. Yeah, so no. We would say he has not painted. Oh, well, wait, let's look at the question. Has he painted more than half? Has he? Yes, it's more. It's not equal. It is. So we would say yes. Yep. Yes, he has, because 5/6 is greater. So you would say yes. All right, the next page, 368, is just like what we've done. You are comparing fractions. You're using everything you learned, like Sawyer said. We've been talking about all of this. Now you're going to apply it into real life situations. These are all examples of how you would use fractions in real life. You have page 368. It's the same idea we just did. That's only 4 problems. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms. You guys can work in triads or in partners to see how you do. Bring your tools, use your number line, or draw a picture. You may get started. Be sure to join your breakout room. Pearl used 3/3 yard of fabric to make a pillow. Julia made her pillow from 4/4 yard of fabric. They both paid $5 per yard for fabric. Who paid more? How do you know? So what two fractions are we comparing? Elena, what two fractions are we comparing? Look at them on your number line. What do you notice about those two? Excellent. Did you hear what she said? They're all what? So did someone pay more or not? Who paid more? Right. They paid the what? How are you guys doing? Okay, so let's look at the questions after. Who paid more for the fabric? That's what you have to answer.
Well, they both had one hole, but they paid $5 for each. So, because I think.
What do you think? If they're equal, did somebody pay more? So nobody paid more. They paid the same, is what you need to write. They paid the same amount because they're equal. So that means they're equal. They paid the same.
I wasn't gonna wear my fancy dresses. I don't think that's that. I don't think. I know. I don't know that you two have. Because your mask is pretty, but it does not match the dress. Mine definitely doesn't match the dress. No, but the Brooke does. Yeah, it's just not the same like testing. For wheat bread, or a pound of 5 halves of 7 halves cups of flour. Which kind of bread is flour used? Explain Give me your pen. I didn't do that. Well, this is for the round so I'm gonna put it in I heard Brenda. I second your opinion. Wait, oh, we're supposed to use the word girl. You put in a total. I second his Dina's water bottle can hold a total of that's what I'm figuring out right
I like the picture. I like
I was going like this. And then I went like, and it flew all the way over. Kimmy, I will stab you. I will stab you. Okay. Thanks. I was about to do something. It looks so weird. I just did this. No, I'm just showing you. I'm gonna write with you guys. Okay, let's write this. Right. You think that's two? No, they're different. I think that Dina's one. Wait, no. Oh, that's so cute. Look. Yeah, that's what I said. Looky here. Looky here. Now, what's his breakfast? Like, John's water bottle.
You're muted.
Mrs. Alvin, you're muted.
Okay. Jensen, put it down. All right, we are ready to get started. So let's see how you did. We're gonna check our work. Let's check our work. Hey, my in-person kiddos, let's listen up. We're gonna share. Jensen, what did you and your group get for number 7?
We got 4/4.
Okay, what do you mean we got 4/4? The question is, who paid more for fabric?
Julia.
Really? 3/3 and 4/4? Did you compare those?
Wait, what?
I don't think you did your work, Jensen. That doesn't make sense. Talk to me. What's going on? What happened? What's you number 7?
Uh-huh.
What do you know about 3/3 and 4/4, Jensen?
Wait, what did you say?
Okay. How about Austria? Austria.
3/3 and 4/4 are equal.
So who paid more? Anybody?
No, no one.
Yeah, neither one of them paid more. They paid the same, right? They paid the same. All right, Katie, what about number 8? What did you and Reese get? Which kind of bread used more wheat flour? Was it the long loaf or the round loaf?
I know. It was 7/2.
Okay, which loaf used 7/2? Help her out. Which one?
Because 7 is bigger than 5.
But they're asking you which loaf. So make sure you read the question. The long loaf, because 7/2 is greater than 5/2. Right? But you should have said long loaf. Okay, number 9, Evie. Whose water bottle holds more? That's the question. Is it John's or Dina's?
John's water bottle has more because
5/2 is greater than 2/5. All right, nicely done. Cooper, if Andy, Lou, and Carlos have 3/3, 3/4, and 3/6 dozen pencils, but not in that order, Andy has the fewest. Which one is the fewest, the smallest fraction? 3/3, 3/4, and 3/6, Cooper? 3/6, so that's how many Andy has. If Lou has the most, Cooper, which is the greatest fraction out of those? 3/3, and then that just leaves one boy, who is Carlos. Which fraction does it have to be?
3/4.
3/4. All right, I hope you're feeling successful with this. So that, I'm hoping you use your tools and that they help. I saw Lila Maris drawing a picture for a lot of hers. I was really impressed with people, did anybody else use drawing a picture as a strategy? Mrs. Harrison did. Lucas did.
All my people that I work with, we all drew pictures.
Drew pictures. Excellent. How are we feeling about problem solving using fractions, using our tools? Okay. All right. I see you, Ben. We'll do some more problem solving tomorrow. Don't forget you have Think Central. It's 7.8. We'll work on ours in the morning if we have time. And we will wrap up our fraction unit this week. So I hope you're enjoying it. I will see you guys manana. Make sure you turn in.
Bye.